to my channel, Artful Stampin with Ruth, and we're going to be making another stamp sheet tonight. I'm sorry I haven't had much imagination to go much further than that tonight, guys, because I've been filming for Blog Hop on Sunday, so I just thought I'd pick out some of my favourite stamps that partly some of them are retiring. So we've got Very Versailles here and Timeless Tulips. Now, I did do a stamped one sheet wonder, gosh, probably about a couple of years ago, that just seemed to do really well on Pinterest, and a lot of you I know probably have followed me because of that particular page that I did. And I'm not sure that I'm going to completely revisit it. I know I can't, because there were stamps used in that on that page that I don't have anymore. But I really would like to see how these stamps interact with these ones. And I love things that are vintage. I love shabby chic, and thought it would be fun to do something along those lines and just see how these stamps interact with each other. Because, you know, that's what I really, really love about stamping, just seeing how things work together. So I'm actually going to be stamping 2 lines of design tonight. The idea is that, you know, you could cut it up to use as small individual pieces, or perhaps use it in a scrap journal, or make tags out of them, that kind of thing. So we'll see how it all goes. I have picked out some colours already. Went quite sort of vintage. So I've got grey granite here as the very neutral colour. I also have Starry Sky, which is one of the new colours that are going to be available at the beginning of May. Pale Papaya, which is a current in colour, and Soft Succulent, which is another current in colour. And I may add more to it. I'm just going to get started with those and see kind of what happens, really. So I am wondering whether to start with just a little bit of texture in the background with Very Versailles. Now, sometimes I use Very Versailles as the last thing to go down, but this time I'm going to be using it as the first thing to go down. So I'm going to say quick hello to everyone on the live. Thank you if you're watching on the replay as well. If you haven't caught me live, it's always great to know that you guys come and check me out. And hi Vicky, hi Shaz, Elaine, Linda, Tina and Jude, Vanessa, Janine, Sheila, Susan, Annie, Candy, Barb, Judy, Roberta, Margaret, Jan, Sally, Joe, Brigitte. Hello everyone. Hello. Right, do invite your friends as well. Got plenty of time left to do that. So who here loves vintage? I'd love to know. Put you know, do some thumbs ups and stuff if you love vintage, that vintage kind of style and vibe. So just gonna do a bit of that, because I've just realized how dark this grey granite can look. In my head it's lighter. Partly it also is that, you know, the first time you put ink onto a piece of cardstock, it can look darker for a moment, because it takes a little while for the colour to really sink in. So right, I think I'm going to stamp off. Right, put one there and there. Okay, so there we go. That's my... I'm actually, as I said, I'm actually designing with this kind of pattern in mind, two lines, but just to make it easier for you guys to see what I'm doing, I'm going to keep it sideways so that you can see what's going on. Right. So I'm just having a think. Just takes me a moment, guys, just to think what I'm doing. Right, I think I want to add, that one's probably a bit too big. I want to add just some, this is more of a background element. This is not like the real kind of focal point element. I'm just going to add some of these. Oh, I've just realised there's a bit of a space there. Let's see if I've got some ink left on there. Just a little wee bit. There we go. Right. Hi, Heidi. Oh, you're crafting. No worries, no worries. You craft away. That's what I like to hear. So... there we go. That's a nice bit of pale papaya in here. I'm always so tempted to say the word peach when I use this colour, because it's such a lovely peachy colour. But it is, it's papaya. not peach. I'm just doing some little clusters of this colour. Hi, Monica. Hi, Elaine. I love this stamp set. I'm keeping it forever. Oh, Jude likes vintage. Excellent. Hi, Linda. Yes, you can craft while you watch me. You don't have to have your eyes glued to what I'm doing. Please do craft away. Although if you do want to pick up sort of design techniques, it is worth maybe paying a little bit more attention sometimes if you're wanting to copy something that I've done. Okay, so just wanted to add a little bit more of that peachy kind of pale papaya colour throughout the design. Add a few here and there. Oh, lovely as a tree. I still have lovely as a tree as well. Yeah, that won't be going from my collection either. Yeah. You're having a good day. I'm taking a break from cleaning the craft room. Ah. So, you know, I could have read that in a different way slightly if you know, I could have read it. I'm taking a break from cleaning in the craft room. So I'm in the craft room. Folding laundry and watching this stamp. Very relaxing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess folding laundry can be quite relaxing, can't it? Yeah. No, what am I doing? No, I want to bring in some other colours first before I start adding the green. So, I think Timeless Tulips. Let's get some of this in, because this is still available. It's still available in the UK. And it's one of those stamp sets that it took a while for me to like it. But then when I got into it, I really did like it. So it's all about how you use it, this one. So as you can see, I like using them in little clusters. I can't seem to use them singly very well. It just doesn't work for me. But sort of tucking them into each other just looks lovely, I think. And yes, I am stamping over some of the second generation peach from earlier, but that's okay. Sometimes I just want to put colour down as a bit of a background, not necessarily to actually see the design that carefully. So that's all right. So 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if I can fit another one in. Maybe there. There we go. Okay, not going to overthink it too much. Working on another one sheet wonder with artistically inked. Oh, yes, it is fabulous. Decided to reorganize your craft room and it works much better now. Ah, okay. Yeah, sometimes it's worth, you know, having a good think about how you use your space and yeah, adjusting it. Now I'm going to add, I did say I might add some other colours, and I'm going to add Orchid Oasis, which is again another colour coming in May, and it's almost like the younger sibling to Starry Sky, really. It's not as dark as Starry Sky. When you first stamp it though, it looks like it's as dark as Starry Sky, but when it's calmed down a little bit, it really isn't. It is honestly, it is lighter. So let's see if I can get in a little bit closer for you guys so you can see what's happening. There we go. Is that better? Hello, Miss Glenna. Oh, I have to say a huge thank you. I've been receiving so many cards in the mail over the last week or so or more, for my birthday. I've not opened, I think I've only opened one by accident, or I opened one, I got my husband to look in it and I went, is this a birthday card for me? And he was like, yes. I was like, okay, I won't look at it. So yeah, I've been saving them ready to open for my birthday next week. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know I do apologize, and I know you tell me I don't need to apologize. I'm sorry I don't send out the same amount of cards to you guys. I would just be here every day, all day, writing cards to people. So I am so appreciative of you guys who do take the time to send me cards. Thank you. Right, let's get some green happening in here. So I did do a bit of stamp surgery on that Flowing Flowers stamp set, and I've separated the leaf away from the flower, and I really like it. I really like how it's turned out. So let's just pop some of these green leaves here and there, and see what that looks like. Oh, I like that. I love the sort of flowy nature of these leaves. They don't look too static. They look like they're alive. I mean, that's nice. I like that. Okay, so the other stamp set that I wanted to perhaps use in this is this one here. I'm trying to think how I would use it. Maybe I should have started off with this, but I might be able to fit it in here and there. Oh, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try it, see what happens. They do look, yes, they do look very similar on the, yes, I can imagine they do look similar on the screen, but they really, once they calm down, they are different. That is different to that one. It is definitely lighter. Yeah, it's really deceiving on the screen. Well, Elaine, yeah, the thing is, not everybody uses stamps the way that I use them, so I guess, yeah, it's just one of those things. Oh, that sort of fits. Let's see if I can get this one to fit in here. Not so much space up here. Might be a bit of space there. What if I could ink this up so that I just get miss out that bottom leaf. Right, let's see if I can do this. So just ink it up a bit carefully. Oh, just got to wipe off that little section there. Fit in there. Oh, maybe one in there as well. Oh, give it time for it to soak in. They are different. Yeah, Granny Apple Green and Parakeet are definitely different. So I'm going to have to look it up the right way up for me to be able to do this. Because I know this is going to get cut up, I'm not so worried about it all facing in the one direction. Maybe I should have realised that a bit sooner, but never mind. Do I fit another one in there? No, we'll leave it at that for now. Let's see if we can fit some of these in anywhere. Again, I think if I just ink up a section of it, I'm going to use the orchid again. See if I can carefully do that. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Thank you, Gina. Oh, Gina. Ouch. That sounds awful. I remember having skin snips as a child. When I was about 6, I had to have 2 skin, well, various, more than 2 probably, 4 maybe, at different times, taken off my back. Yeah, and it's unfortunately the only way they can test certain things. Yes. Well, I hope you heal up from those very soon and they get to the bottom of whatever it is they need to get to the bottom of. Hello, Miss Ivy. Lovely to see you. You saw 50 pelicans. Why did you think of me when you saw pelicans? Oh, the sound. Oh my goodness, yes. Like on our local Facebook group, they've been talking about it. Oh. Oh, I think I've got a little wee space there. Lovely. I like that. Okay, so I'm wondering whether now I've done this, I can just go back in with my little bell, for example, here, and just fill in where it feels like it needs to have something else. Do you know what I mean? It just sort of, certain areas just look like they needed another one. No, I think I might be all right. There we go. Right, I feel like I need to put a little bit more of the soft succulent in here now. And I do have this lovely vintagey sort of marks that could go in. So pop that one out. Then I'm going to get that one out ready. I'm wondering whether to do one in the soft succulent and one in the grey granite. Kind of hiding it in amongst the design, really. That's quite nice. Oh, sorry, Diana. I'll try and talk a bit louder. Could you turn the volume up on your device, maybe? I don't think I'm talking any quieter. I don't think so. Unless I'm just going into mumble mode. Oh, that's very pleasing. Like that. Now I'm wondering if I have got space for anything else. I don't think I do, because I was wondering whether to put this scripty one. But I'm wondering whether just to stamp another one and just use slightly different things, and we'll just see how it works out. Because we've got this one here. Just a whole different type of texture. I think I'm going to stop there. I just don't feel it needs anything else. I will, though, just remind you that if you don't like the see-throughness of these stamps, you can use the blender pen. I'm just trying to find my pencils. I'm not going to do it to every single one. There we go. So yeah, if you don't like it completely see-through, just go over it with a blender pen and just activate the colour and just blend it slightly. It does seem to make a bit of a difference. Okay. Right, how would I cut this up? Good question. So with this one, you could do a straightforward, chop it down the middle and in the middle again, just to do 4 cards. Or you could then cut it further into 8s. So there you go. You can see that. That's kind of basically the thought I had with this one. I could cut it into 6s. So you could do square cards with it. And I wonder if you could cut it. That would be interesting. Cutting down and then having 1, 2, 3 squares, and then just having the side sections. That would be quite interesting. So you'd get 9 cards out of that. Yeah, just having that sort of, you know, breathing space in the middle. It's really pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. Right, let's I'll just leave that there a second because I've got to do a screenshot later. New bit of cardstock. A mini slimline. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, you would definitely get like a mini slimmy out of that one, Barb. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to diversify too much from the colours that I have on my desk. I think we'll just kind of go with the same idea. I think sometimes when you do hit on an idea, it's worth just having a go at it with different stamps and seeing, you know, what works best. So instead of using the script from Very Versailles, I'm going to use the script from Ranunculus Romance this time, and just do very similar really to what I did earlier. But obviously it's going to stamp it a few more times because this stamp is a little bit smaller. Up there. Oh, try and keep it straight, Ruth. That's the only thing about this one. It's got very specific lines on it, and if you do twist, it's a bit more obvious. Okay. Now this time I'm wondering whether with that ranunculus flower, I actually stamp that first. So I've got clear focal points happening. So let's do that. I know what, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, just to make my life a bit easier. 1, 2. I need to ink it up a bit more. 3, 4. Okay. Yes, it would, Heidi, make a great little gift set, wouldn't it? Oops. Wasn't looking carefully then. You like this leafy one? Yes, it's sweet, isn't it? Well, it's not just leaves, it's flowers here and then leaves there. And you could almost argue this looks a little bit like an orchid. I think it's supposed to be, is it a larkspur? I think, or a delphinium or that kind of thing. Oh, Orchid Oasis. Let's go for that one. Oh, glad you like it, Glenna. Thank you, Monica. Oh, thank you everyone for being here tonight. It always humbles me how many people actually want to come and watch me stamp. I never take it for granted that you want to, you know, hang out and watch and learn from my mistakes as well as the successes. Okay, clean that off. I'm going to come in with my little, what I call the bell one. I think this just reminds me of little bells. Okay, I know there are some gaps in here, but I've remembered I've got other things to happen in here. I've got the soft succulent to go in, and now I haven't used this leaf here yet. So I thought that might be fun to pop in. I'm just looking for little gaps so I can pop that in. And then this little one that I cut from the ranunculus from, flowing flowers. It's just a nice shape to add in various places. You learn as well, good. Hope you can apply it to your own stamping. I do occasionally think, oh my goodness, people are going to get so bored of watching me. You know, once I've seen one sheet wonders, they've seen them all. But no, I then kind of reflect back and go, actually, no, because Stampin' Up keep coming out with all these gorgeous stamps to make new designs. So all the time that Stampin' Up keep coming out with new designs, I'm going to just keep doing this. Oops, dear, never mind. Because I look back, I mean, I have boxfuls of, a box full, not boxfuls, but a box full of Stamp One Sheet Wonders. And they're all different. They're all so different. Because, you know, different colours, different styles of flowers and whatever. So just going to keep stamping, guys. Right, now I haven't done any peach in here yet. So... oh, now, there is a stamp in Very Versailles that I do like. I just don't get to use that often. It's this one here. Oh, please do, Sandy. Yes, do have a go at this one. You could watch me all day. Oh, bless you. Well, I have hinted that I will be doing a 10-hour YouTube marathon at some point. So, right, I'm not going to ink this all up. I only want to use little sections of this. And what I'm going to do is, rather than having it start harshly, I'm just going to use a wee brush to fade that in there. Because I want to just sort of have it like it's coming out like that. Does that make sense? Hi Denise Kitts Wadlow, nice to meet you. Okay, I'm going to just do the other side now. I don't know if I've done this upside down. Oh, that way. Tuck it in. Actually, this ink pad is particularly juicy. I'm just going to swipe some of the ink off a bit. Oh, that's better. You see the detail bit better now. When your ink pad is a bit too juicy, sometimes you don't get to see the detail of the stamp. So it's worth swishing some of the ink to one side. Hello, Miss Phoebe. Long time no see. How art thou? Okay, so that's my peaches gone in. And I do want more peach. More peach, more peach. Pepper pie, I should say. So I'm going to just bring in that one. And I think I might bring in this So from where I did the stamp surgery, it's that section there. Once you start, you can't stop. No, you can't. It's one of the nicest addictions you can have. So this blob of flowers is really just going in as a bit of colour for the background. It's not, I'm not really bothered about what the stamp really is, to be honest. It's just about getting some texture there. Right. Let's do some sprinklage. Thank you, Brian. Brian's the one that's going to tell me when to stop, aren't you, Brian? If that really is Brian. Not Vicky using Brian's tablet or something. See, I am tempted to pop some of these leaves in. Oh. I'm just getting started, but definitely interested in stamp surgery. A bit scared at the moment. Oh, did I start by stamping vertically? No, I did it well, some of it I did vertically, some I did it horizontally. Yeah. The idea is, though, for the design to be like this, though, Phoebe. All right, I'm just going to ink up that top section there. Do I want to use a... I can't decide whether I want to use a block or not. Oh, that's all right. Oh, I don't know why I was so scared of that. I thought it would be too dark. I think that was my fear. No, it's quite delicate. Okay. It's okay, Ruth. It's okay. Go for it. Right, so I'm going to stop there and with that one, and I'm going to now start adding the bit of extra vintage. I want this extra bit of vintage vibe in here. So, putting those in. It's very delicate. So I'm hoping that that one's going to show up a little bit more. Oh, hi Diane. Nice to see you. So this little stamp is just fab for adding to little places that you think, oh, it's a bit boring there. Let's add a bit more interest. And I think it's got to be stamped on the wonk. Because you know when you get you know, envelopes, the postmarks are never on straight, apart from these new fandangled electronically printed ones. But, you know, in the old days when people used to hand stamp everything, it was just done on the wonk. So, you know, and then sometimes they even like double stamp like that, you know. So that's why I can't resist doing a little double stamp sometimes, because it just makes it look a little bit more real, more vintage. So, I love it. Love it. Right, let's compare then. So this was the first one. And that was the second one. There's not much in it, to be honest. Not much in it, because we have used exactly the same colours. And in some cases, exactly the same stamps with the same colours as well. This one I've use that frame. That one I used the flowers in behind the scenes before I stamped the blue. But I love them both. Yeah, I think. I don't know if I like this one a bit better because I thought about where I was going to put the ranunculus flower first. But I think cut up, it's not really going to make that much difference. So let's see what this would look like if... I don't think I've ever cut a standard piece of cardstock in this way before. So I'm kind of intrigued to see how that would look. So I'm going to just pop that there a second. I just want to do that ready for my... Sorry, for those of you who don't realise what I'm doing when I do this, it's because later on, if I haven't got a picture of it, I can go back and take a screenshot. So that's why I just do that for a second or two. Right. Shall we do the deed? What do you think? So, if I was to cut 5 centimetres off here, or should I do 6? So if I do 6, that's 12, so that would leave a 9 centimetre central panel. Okay, that could work. Let's do that. So let's go 6 off that side. 6 off that side. So that leaves me a... I don't know why that turned out that way. Did I not do that properly? Oh well. It says it leaves me just under a 9 centimetre panel, but it is pretty much 9 centimetres. So start at the top. So I cut 9. There you have it. That's really lovely. I'm just going to get some of that dark blue. What have I got here? Orchid Oasis. I'll step that aside for a sec. I'm going to cut this at 6.5. And then 9.5. 9.5, and then cut these at 9. 1, 2, 3. Cindy. Oh, it's popped in. Nice to see you, Reet. Actually, I imagine Reet quite likes this one. I've seen Reet's work, and this design is very Reet. I think these might go on to some of the cards I might send out with my new catalogues. Because they do show off that blue beautifully, don't they? Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Just trying to find a piece of... Oh, I wonder whether to use soft supplement. Oh, do I have a piece up here? It's almost a bit too dark, actually. No, I don't like it. Oh, that's nice. That's really sort of very French looking now, isn't it? And sophisticated. Very sophisticated. Not like me whatsoever. Very sophisticated. Hubby doesn't think you can hear me. Oh, yes, I hear you commenting, Barb, all the time. Oh, I have heard that there are husbands that say to their wives, "Can she hear me?" They're quite familiar with my voice in their front rooms now. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I love that. Oh, night, Janice. No, this is... I think this is granite, grey granite, because I actually did use grey granite ink pad, or it might be Sahara sand. Ooh, hold on. If I can't compare them, they kind of all meld into one. Right, let's have a look. Oh no, it's not grey granite. No, it's Sahara sand, of which, oh my goodness, I have 2 packs unopened. I don't know how that happened. So I may as well use it. Yeah, don't know how that happened. So, because I've got so much of it, I may even do a square one. Oh. Should we do a square one, see what that looks like? And then I am going to go to Betty Buys. Oh, let's just do that. Now, if you want to go ultra shabby chic, you can do some additional texturizing. You know, if you wanted to get your embossing folders out and do some additional, you can do that. Really simple little thing you could do on here is just to stamp some of this texture on the card. So let's just pop a little bit of this on here. Oh, see, once I start, I can't stop. It's got to go everywhere. And if you want to do additional, you can actually just apply ink pad to paper as well. Just do that. Now, for those of you new to my channel and not seen this before, you're probably going, what is she doing? I promise you, it's okay. It is a thing. It's a look. And then if you want to even... Oh, Mary Beth, thank you so much. My husband told me I needed to buy gas for the truck or stop buying Stampin' Up, and I told him we need to sell the truck. I like your thinking, Dina. Oh, Mary Beth, that's very kind of you. So I'm just going to add a bit of additional texturizing here. So be very careful when you do this, please. Night, Cheryl. What's Cheryl doing tomorrow? I also get to drive my new car for the first time. Oh, we got a friend's house for a stamp class. Oh my goodness. What a day of days. How cool. Right. Great life choice there, Tina. You can sort of deliberately fold corners and that kind of thing as well. If you're not into shabby chic, just look away now. Pretend you can't see what I'm doing. Never seen that technique with the ink pads. Oh, Trisha. There we go. New one on you. Obviously, be careful. Please don't go ruining your ink pads. Just be gentle. Because, you know, like if you get a paper cut, well, you can do it to ink pads as well. So just, think about the direction in which you're using them. That's all. There we go. Oh, let's stick that down. That up a bit. You always scruff up these edges as well, if you want to too. Right, I am going to stop there for tonight. So there we go, 2 one-sheet wonders. I'll go through the colours with you now. I used Grey Granite, Orchid Oasis, Starry Sky, Soft Succulent, and Pale Papaya. So if you want to have a go with those colours, if you're a demonstrator and you've already got these, then fabulous, go for it. If you're not a demonstrator and you haven't got these 2 blues, then I would suggest you perhaps substitute it for Night of Navy for now, until you get hold of those new ones. So Night of Navy would be fine throughout. Just be a little bit darker, but it will be fine. So there we go. Those are the 5 colours. Then stamp set. So I've got Flowing Flowers, which is this beautiful stamp set that's in the mini catalogue currently, and will be with us unless stocks run out until I want to say the end of June. I'm just going to double check. It's in the mini. Yes, June. I should write these dates up and put it in front of me so I don't have to keep referring. Anyway, so that's available to the end of June. Beautiful stamp set. Very Versailles. Now I'm going to check whether or not this is still available. Yes, it is. Okay, so in Europe, this is still available, and unfortunately it is not reduced because I think they know how fabulous it is. So yes, it's £21, but it is £21 well spent. It really is. It really is. Timeless Tulips. Now that is definitely on sale because I saw it today. It's £10.20, this one, in Europe at the moment. So there is a reduction on it. Unfortunately, the German version doesn't have any reduction on it. But if you're just after the flowers, then buy the English one, because it's reduced. And Ranunculus Romance. Now this is a new one. This is in the mini catalogue. It's definitely in stock. And there are some really gorgeous dies to go with it. And this one is actually going to be staying with us through to the new annual catalogue that starts in May. So there we go. So did I use all 4? I did. I used all 4 of those and those colours. And as I said, you could substitute Night of Navy or even just use one of those, perhaps, if you really wanted to. But I do promise you, there is a difference between the 2 colours. There really is. I'm just going to bring the other sheet back in. There we go. Here it is. And so you could cut this up, as I said, you could cut it up, and do 4 massive big cards, or you could then further cut them up that way, or you could do what I did tonight, which I have never done before, so seen exclusively here for the first time ever, cutting it in this formation so that you end up with 6 slimline pieces to make. You could make just this little mini card if you wanted to, or you could stick it in this formation, or you could also stick it, hold on, this one. I guess you could also stick it in a slightly different formation, like so. That would be quite nice. Just stick it on the end there. Maybe just stamp, yeah, some the same colour as the cardstock or something, or do an interesting fold, like you fold that back, and yeah, we could do all sorts of things. So there we go. That I really am quite excited about that, because I'd never thought of doing this layout with the 2 stripes and then cutting it like that. So yeah, something new learned for me tonight, guys. So it's so important to keep playing, because we're constantly learning and moving forward, and it's interesting that I've seen quite a few people stamping some layouts that I started doing about sort of 2 or 3 years ago, and lots of stampers and demonstrators are kind of have picked up on what I've done, but I can't rest. I've got to keep going, got to keep creating new designs, new ways of using stamps, because it's just, I love it. I absolutely love it. So thank you for joining me, guys. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe so that you can stay in touch with me and know what I'm up to. If you've got any questions, please comment or email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Denise. That's very kind of you. So if you want to be alerted to when I go live, a few people do ask me, Ruth, when do you go live? Do you have a schedule? No, unfortunately, I don't have a schedule because my life does not allow that right now. However, if you use WhatsApp on your phone, you can email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, and let me know your cell phone number, your mobile phone number. And basically, as soon as I go live, I send you a ping, I send you an alert. And so as long as you've got your notifications switched on, your bell switched on, whatever, then you will get a little message saying Ruth's gone live, and then you can watch me live. But of course, if you watch me on the replay, that's fine too. Lots of people do. Sometimes the hours don't fit. So there we go. Right, thank you for the super chat as well, Mary Beth. Always super appreciated. Was there anybody else to super chat me? No, not tonight. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Lovely to see you. Thank you, Dagmar. Lovely. And well done those people who placed orders to get the free postage today. It is now over, the free postage, I believe. Yes, it is over. I managed to get an order in, so for a few people actually who ordered some things. So there we go. Right, lots of love to you all. Have a great day, morning, evening, wherever you are. Take care of each other. God bless. Bye.